Good day out there, all my family member, friends and loved ones and subscribers of my channel. It's Johnny here. It's that time of the week again, the testimonial of the week. I want to tell you a bit about the power of LifeWay's X39 to reactivate your own stem cells in your body and add new stem cells. So the testimonial of the week of the year 2024, week number 18, is cancer part 2, which is anal cancer. As you can see on the slide, we hold 130 patents, worldwide patents on these products. So you'll only be able to get it from us at LifeWays, one of us at LifeWays. And it's the only technology of its kind in the world today. So please like, subscribe and share my channel. You subscribe and you'll get a weekly testimonial automatically. So on my landing page of my YouTube and Rumble, it's on Rumble as well, you will see the first page has got diseases, issues and sicknesses that we are seeing all over the world today. And if you see one of them and they refer to one of your family members or friends or loved ones, send me the disease or issues they're having, and I'll return some live testimonials of people that are on our miracle patch, and you can see how what the patch is doing for them and what it's and what happens to them. So don't hesitate. My number is at the bottom of the video. Just drop me that message, tell me which disease you want to see, and I'll send it on to you. So on the next slide is what happens, how the product works, and what happens to your body as you on the product. So thank you for spending that time here, and please stay till the end and watch the main video as well of a lady that's had anal cancer, and she's now 2 years cancer free. So I'll see you on the next slide, and we'll take it from there. Thanks, eh?
Light, an ancient form of energy that goes back to the dawn of time. For us, it all begins with the sun, the source of light and life for our entire solar system. Even Einstein concluded that everything we're made of contains light. All life originates with the sun through photosynthesis. Plants and vegetation collect the light, and all living creatures emit light. Humans actually emit infrared light, which can be seen with night vision devices. We've known for centuries that light has many effects on the body. LifeWay's phototherapy patches use light to stimulate the body's natural healing systems, providing specific health benefits. Here's how the technology works. First, a patch is applied to specific points on the body. Where the patch covers the skin, infrared light emitted from the body is reflected back into the tissue. This stimulates the skin, which in turn stimulates specific regions of the brain. The brain then taps into the body's own natural flow of energy and the ability to heal itself. Let's take a look at why this is important on a cellular level. For example, a number of our patch products help counteract free radicals, oxygen molecules that damage cell proteins and contribute to visible signs of aging. When the body is stimulated through phototherapy to release its own antioxidants, these free radicals are neutralized naturally.
So you see, this is how our patch works, the X39. It activates your own stem cells, and what the things you can see is hair growth, the health, your hair's much healthier, and your collagen in your body goes up. So that helps for your skin and everything else. So that's a type of benefit you get out of this miracle patch, the X39. And we've got a number of other patches for different issues that people's got in their bodies. So this is the power of life, voice. Thank you for being on the slide, and on the next slide is the main testimonial video, and of a woman that's had it, and let's hear what she's got to say about it. And thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one.
Hi, everybody. I've been dealing with the after effects of, from the treatment of stage 4 anal cancer since December of 2019. And I was originally diagnosed, and I'll be happy to say my last scans in October showed that I'm cancer-free. So currently I'm free of that, but I've had terrible pain in my belly. So I was originally diagnosed in January of 2017, and after receiving that diagnosis, which I was completely shocked because I always took care of myself, I tried to do the healing naturally and not do the chemo and radiation. And I did a lot of natural things, high dose infusions of vitamin C and several other things. And so then I went for follow-up scans, and it showed that the cancer was still spreading to more lymph nodes. So I ended up, in December of 2017, I ended up having to get chemotherapy. And because I had cleaned my body out so well right away, I had severe mouth sores, and I started getting ringing in my ears. And so my oncologist, after the second treatment, said, I don't want you to lose any more weight because of the mouth sores, because I couldn't eat. She didn't want me to lose my hearing, because the ringing in my ears was a sign that the next step was I would lose my hearing from one of the other chemotherapies I was receiving. So we stopped that. She did another scan so we could decide what protocol we wanted to go with. There was no sign of cancer. So we didn't do another treatment. So I'm living life, feeling good. I go back for a follow-up scan. Well, first I started having some pain in my lower belly in April of 2019. So I went for a scan, and they found tumors in my rectum and then back in the original anal canal spot. Total devastation. The treatment here, they wanted to take out my rectum down and give me a colostomy bag for the rest of my life. So I went and got another opinion at another hospital in Phoenix. And I ended up getting more chemo. This was in November of 2019. I ended up getting 2 more rounds of chemotherapy, also some immunotherapy, and 30 rounds of proton radiation, which proton radiation is different than photon radiation. Proton is, the radiation is directed right at the tumors. So it targets the tumor instead of doing damage to all of your other areas of your body. And they usually don't use that for my type of cancer, but my oncologist fought for that for me, and the insurance did end up paying for it. And after that, I was cancer-free, but I had this same terrible pain in my lower abdomen. It was just right below my belly button to the left. And my oncologist said that could have been from the tumors, or it could have been from the cancer treatments, or it was both, which probably was both. And he said, that's just your new normal. And I said, okay, well, not that I want that, but I'm alive.
So let me just ask you, when he said that your new normal, he was telling you like, this is what your life is going to be like, just get used to it. Is that kind of how he talked to you about that?
Yes, and he said, but hey, you're alive. You had a serious disease, a serious illness, but you're still alive and you're here for your kids. So be happy you still have that pain, basically. And probably at the worst, the pain was a 6 to 7, and that would always happen when I needed to use the bathroom, and I don't mean using the bathroom as a number 1, it was the number 2 bathroom. But daily, the pain was a 2 to 3 every day. And then, of course, when things would move into that area to use the bathroom, it became a little more intense. But I was here. I was alive. And so and he's told me if that pain gets worse, that might mean the cancer came back. So please notify us right away because we need to get you in here and get you checked. And it always just stayed the same. I was going every 6 months for my follow-up scans and appointments. And so this last October, I was due to go at the end of the month. And a dear colleague of mine, Mary Smith, had just retired. I worked with Mary for years at the company I work at, the Wholesale Chinese Herb Company. She was one of our customers, and we talked regularly, sometimes weekly. And then she went and retired on me. So after she retired, I called and checked in because I was talking to her. So I called her, and I never told her what I was going through while we were working together, just because we were both busy, and I didn't want to do that. I felt that was unprofessional. So when she retired, I let her know what I was going through. This was the beginning of October. I talked to her. And I told her what I had been dealing with and how I was getting worked up, because every time I had to go through these scans, I would get so worked up and be afraid that the cancer was going to be here. And I was always looking for something that would help to make it right in my mind that I didn't have to think that, did the cancer come back? And I'm so scared to go for these scans. And when I explained all of this to Mary, she said, I wish I would have known this. I have a product that I would like to talk to you about. That afternoon, her and her partner Ara were in my office, and we were talking about LifeWave and the patches, and how they helped her, how they helped both of them, and how it helped all these different people. They were just telling me all these different stories. I immediately said, I'm on board. I want to use these. I want to just have peace of mind. And that was my whole reason of starting to use LifeWave, is to give myself the peace of mind.
And then what happened in November? Let's just get to that. That's so different.
I started using them October 13th. That was my son's birthday. November 6th, I'm sitting on my couch watching television, and all of a sudden I realized I had no pain in that spot where there was always pain. And I started pushing on my stomach, and I look at my husband and I said, I have no pain in my belly. He's like, what? I said, yeah, there's no pain. And I said, do you think it's from the patches? And he said, no, you haven't been using them long enough. So I immediately texted Mary and Ara, and I said, do you think it's too soon? And Mary said, absolutely not. This could happen overnight for some people. Sometimes it takes people several months. You just never know. Everybody's different. I said, well, I have no pain. And I've had pain since April of 2019, and it's gone.
What happened to your son? Because I know he had a node on his neck, right?
Yes. So my son is a baseball player, and he's using the X39, X49, and he's seeing more results with playing baseball, hitting the ball harder, having more stamina in the gym, sleeping better. So he's seeing things. But he had a swollen lymph node that he developed when he was 9 years old. It was after he had the flu. And it was hard, but it always stayed the same. And his doctor checks it. We're responsible that way. But he started using the Eon on his lymph node. It's right here. And it's gone from the size, it was between the size of a nickel and a quarter, and now it's about the size of a dime. It was always very hard, and he couldn't move it. It was stationary, and now he can move it. It's softer, and like I said, it's about the size of a dime now. So he's going to continue using that.
That's awesome. Wow. Great results for both you and your son. I mean, just in a few months, pain that you've had for 4 years completely gone in 1 month.
Yes.
I mean, that's incredible. And your son with his node that's shrinking, that's so hopeful because people have these kind of conditions, and to hear this is fantastic. Thank you so much, Andrea, for sharing.
Yes, you're welcome. Thank you.
You see, that's the power of this magic patch of ours, the X39. people, you don't have to suffer. I promise you that you don't have to suffer. As you can see in this woman's face, what it's done for her, it's it's a miracle patch. That's what I call it. As in all of us in the Lifeway family, we call it the miracle patch, and that's what it does for me, for people. Not only old people, young people, every human being. So, guys, don't even think about it. Just the power of the patch is in the patch. Just join, try it for a month or so, and then you send me your testimonial. That's all I want to see, people not suffering anymore in the world too. If you go on my YouTube channel, there's a full story why I've joined this. Uh, with a friend of mine that had colon cancer as well. So this is a no-brainer. This is a no-brainer. You don't have to suffer. So please don't hesitate. Drop me a message. Get some of the patches and you try it, and then you send me your testimonial. That's all I'm asking for. So as you can see on the slide here, this is clinical studies that's been done and the results thereof. So guys, I'll see you on the next slide, and thanks for being here all the time, and don't even think about it. But I'll see you on the next slide. Thank you. Guys, you see this is a no-brainer. It helps from Alzheimer's to all types of diseases, to cancer, to because it's your own body doing the fighting of the diseases. It reactivates your copper peptides in your brain, and then which in turn reactivates your stem cells and adds new stem cells to your body to fight all these diseases and issues. So it's a no-brainer. Don't even think about it, just try it. The proof is in that patch. It's that's why we call it a miracle patch, the X39. So and it's from kids to, it even helps for your animals, like your pets and that. So it's a no-brainer. People overseas in America, and that it costs you virtually a price of a cup of coffee. That's how cheap it is there. So they, I tell you, I don't see why people all there should suffer and live with pain and suffering like that. It's not worth it. For a cup of coffee, put our patch X39 on the back of your neck, and show me the results. Testimonials, more testimonials for me. A lot of people are in pain. A lot of people want to see the testimonials. So it's a no-brainer, and it's all from our genius, who is a fine inventor, and our CEO of the company, which is David Schmidt, as you can see on here. He invented it, and he's the founder of it and invented it, and he's the CEO of the company. He's a genius. There's no other word for him. And we thank him for being here at this stage of life. But like I say, it doesn't work for kids. It works for old people, and it works for animals. Because every living creature has stem cells. So we part of the living creatures. So don't hesitate, guys. Drop me a message. Go onto my website, see if there's one of those that are referring to one of your family member, friends, or loved ones. Drop me that message. The number is below here, or WhatsApp, a Telegram, or even on YouTube or Rumble. Drop me that message, and I'll get the testimonial that you need for that specific disease or issue. So, guys, I'm waiting for you. Let it come. So that we can help the people that are living in pain and suffering all over the world to live a happier, younger, and healthier life. So, guys, hope to hear from you very soon, and thank you for spending the time with me. And I'll obviously see you next Sunday. Here in South Africa, we struggle a bit more because of the rand-dollar exchange, so it costs us quite a bit more here on this side. But don't let the finances be the thing. For people overseas, it's virtually cheap. It's $3.60 per patch. So don't even think about it. Let's get the testimonial out of you, please. Let's go for it. Thank you, and I'll see you next week. Enjoy the week and stay safe. Ciao, ciao.